EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets it complete to Latimer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go. Right there.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And this is Latimer, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Rivers on first down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 36, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's go. Black 11.
Rivers now from the 50. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
All right. Hey, Brown 80. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Stay there. Stay there. Brown 80. No chance.
They'll run on first down. Mack, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Campbell making the catch, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Sims to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Set. Black 15.
First down, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. Second and 10. Play action now. Rivers. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Sims to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's got room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5. 1st down, Indy.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back with offense. Let's go. Check.
To throw again. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers again. This goes out right to Doyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Sims to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What do you see?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Second and 8 coming up.
Double dog. That's the way. Right there. 54.
A throw over the middle taken in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Got it. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Rivers now to throw on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Round 80. 56. Here we go. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Ready! Block 11! Get that quarterback, Keith! Get that!
On first down, Hines. And a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Khari Willis there to bring him down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go! 60 boxes! Mike, 53, Mike.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They run again on first down. Peterson. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's McKissick. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Washington. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a run with Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it complete to Latimer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
A carry now for McKissick. Down to the 25. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Peterson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Geis. Well, he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. First down, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 27 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll set up a throw. And this is Latimer, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Flushed. Now the ball comes loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
That's the way to make the play, kid. There you go. There you go. Beast, baby.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Rivers on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, it's Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Let's go, baby. Round 80. 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
They'll run it with Mack. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now
In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Sims to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, Cowboys! Let's go, D-Tiger! Let's go, D-Tiger!
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing. It's late. Tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Here we go, Shaq. 19, driver, 19.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.